Hold on a second. Hey, you guys, anybody in here called Seymour? Seymour Butts? Oh, you kids, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna cut your throats! That was Old Moe. Remember Old Moe? Old Moe? Yeah, he's always threatening to murder people. It was great. Oh man, we're talking about The Simpsons today. We're making a
Flaming Moe. It's called the Flaming Moe.
And you can get some kind of a version of it now, I guess, at Universal Studios or whatever. They do a thing with like injected CO2. I have no idea. I never had one. You took 6 silver bullets for me, Homer. Now, in this episode, this is an earlier episode of The Simpsons. What's going on here? Moe stops by. It doesn't work, right? If I cover my mouth and I say my lines, you can't actually hear me. That's a stupid... Like, that's even worse than turning my back to the camera, is covering my mouth when I'm delivering lines. In this episode of The Simpsons, Homer stops by Moe's. Moe has run out of beer. Barney has already sucked what was left in the lines out.
Cut his gums up pretty bad.
And Homer is desperate for a drink, and he reminds Moe, you know, I invented a cocktail once. Patty and Selma were showing him the slides from their latest vacation.
And this is Patty trying to plug her leg razor into one of those ungodly Czechoslovakian outlets.
Ungodly. And so he wanders into the kitchen, finding that he also is out of beer, mixes up a little bit of what was left in every bottle. What you see in it is, I'm pretty sure, tequila, creme de menthe, amaretto, white wine, some kind of schnapps, maybe peppermint, and of course cough syrup, the final ingredient. I've tried so many times to make this goddamn drink. If I just mix up all those things, I can't make it good.
Huh? I don't know the scientific explanation, but fire made it good.
Not even with fire, you know, nothing works, okay? Matt Bellinger has a great recipe for a Flaming Moe that I liked a lot. I tried his. Of course, Cocktail Chemistry has a great episode about the Flaming Moe as well. So this is gonna be my spin on it. I know what the flavor of cough syrup is like, and I think that we can be somewhat faithful to that and create a flaming mug of a drink that is a real-world version of a Flaming Moe. Homer makes his in a blender without ice. I don't know what the heck was up with that. Why even use the blender? Why not just use a spoon? Doesn't matter. That's the way they drew it. I'm gonna make mine in a shaker. If you wanna use a blender, you can. I think that this comes out fine on cracked ice on an open pour. So that's the way I'm gonna roll. I want 1 dash of my absinthe and a light dash, perhaps even a drop. I want 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. I want a ½ an ounce of grenadine. ½ an ounce of grenadine. ½ an ounce of grenadine. Want ½ an ounce of puntamez. Want 1/4 ounce of chambord. Now keep in mind, I'm working on this drink. These are ingredients that I found actually worked really well together, but also I'm trying to stay with the theme of like little bits of everything, you know, like stuff that has been sitting at the liquor cabinet for a little while that maybe doesn't get used all the time. I'm gonna bet somebody bought a bottle of Chambord once and they didn't know what to do with it. Chambord is a black raspberry liqueur. It's pretty sweet stuff and it comes in a holy hand grenade. Drambuie, somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 an ounce of the Drambuie. It's easy to overpower this drink with this. I think I'm gonna lean a little short. I need 1 ounce of Canadian rye. I like this Canadian Club whiskey here. Now, so part of that theme, right, of grabbing a little bit of everything to make this up is that it should be a split base cocktail. I think that the Matt Bellinger version uses like 3 or 4 different rums. Rum blend is a cool idea. I really wanted to try and blend various spirits, like of different types. I played around a little bit. I really liked the way 1 ounce of this particular bottle of Canadian rye and this rum Barbancourt Haitian white that I happen to like very much. I thought they worked really well together, and that's why I did that. Okay, and that's it. We're gonna shake this drink over entirely cracked ice. Let's serve that in a big old Moe's beer mug. These are available in the comments below. Pinned comment. And I'm gonna need to put some fire on this. The way I'm gonna do that is with a thing we call a lime boat. Piece of lime. I'm gonna take 2 sugar cubes, you know, more if you like. I'm gonna soak these in some pure lemon extract. I'm gonna float that lime in the middle of my drink. Set them about there. And we can set them on fire. And that's the best way to get a big fire on a drink. Trying to do a burning float of high proof alcohol, you'll just get like small simmering bluish flames for the most part. But a big thing, something that's like that, lemon extract burns very nicely. This drink needs a straw, as you can see, and treat it like any tiki drink. Make sure you blow it out before you drink it. Gotta set a Flaming Moe on fire. Actually, there is something though in the hold. Oh!
Should we cut? Can we cut?
Oh my God, that hurt. Oh fuck! I think I broke my toe.
Ow, my freaking ears!
Tell them what happened.
Well, you all saw. There's no way I'm not using that footage. The phone went off behind me and I turned around, I knocked the first version of this directly onto my foot. And this is the same mug. This is an indestructibly, it's a brick of glass. It probably weighs about 6 pounds, 7 pounds. Directly fell on my foot. Sorry we don't have slow motion of that. Just hold. Light that on fire. Oh, big old tiki fire here. And then this is like kind of a tiki trick. We can take some cinnamon. The Flaming Moe. Flaming Homer. So there's a heck of a lot of cinnamon on here now, and that's great. That's all kind of part of the garnish and the aroma of the drink, you know? Delicious. It smells fantastic, actually. It smells like a wonderful, smoky kind of Christmas vibe from the fire and the cinnamon combined. Bottoms up. Don't drop it on your foot, whatever you do. Jesus. Yeah. That's cool. You get... I love it.
It's like there's a party in my mouth and everyone's invited.
It is spicy, but in like a baking kind of spice, that cinnamon spice, and that's coming directly from the garnish. That raspberry is kind of up front, and that gives way to a little bit of the grenadine, the sweetness, and then that slides into this smoky thing. I mean, literally on the nose, but also the Drambuie has a bit of a smoky kind of character to it from it being a Scotch-based liqueur. A little bit of bitterness in there, but just the tiniest amount. The vermouth, I've tried, like I thought about doing Campari or something like that, mostly for the color, but it would be too much. It really would kind of dominate this drink and take it in a direction I didn't want. Just the slight bitterness here, though, kind of moves it from, it's not bitter, this is like bittersweet, like a bittersweet chocolate or something like that. And it is sweet. It's a sweet drink, and it's got those fruit notes in it, thanks to Chambord and the grenadine, that evoke the kind of artificial, you know, cherry cough syrup flavors without actually tasting like cough syrup, because that is a disgusting flavor. Nobody wants cough syrup. Could I have used a Maureen quinoa? I could have. That's certainly what Matt Bellinger did. I played around with it, and his formulation is phenomenal. I couldn't come up with a version that leaned on the Maureen quinoa that was far enough away from his to be my own without it tasting very strongly of the quinoa. The quinine, which is a bitter, but not the kind of bitter that I have here, not really what I was going for. It's a really distinct, quinine tonic is a very distinct flavor I didn't really want present in this. I did play around with cherry hearing. Cherry hearing doesn't actually, to me, taste in the same kind of cherry as that cherry cough syrup thing. This is closer, I mean, I'm not just blowing cinnamon smoke up your ass. That's a for real thing. Oh my God, my foot. It gets better and better too. Honestly, the more I drink it, the more I like it. I think it's perfect. I think this is the perfect Flaming Homer. It is not exactly the recreation of the episode because that's, chemically impossible. You can't put those things together and have anything good come out of it, and certainly not something that would light on fire. So this is my Flaming Homer version. My foot is like on goddamn fire. Did I mess up? Have I been led astray? No. It's the audience that's wrong. That's How to Drink the Show. I made cocktails and how to drink them, and I am Greg, your intrepid host here in Booze Town. If you like the show, I hope you will subscribe. And if you do subscribe, well, why don't you go the extra mile and ring the bell? Click that bell 2 times to activate notifications and join the Ding Dong Gang. Become a Ding Dong, baby. Ring a ding dang dong, yeah. No, seriously, if you turn on notifications, you will actually be notified every time I create a new episode, as opposed to maybe being notified every time YouTube feels like telling you. It's a complicated world, but man, this is what we live in. I'm on Instagram at How to Drink, I'm on Twitter at How to Drink, I'm on Patreon at patreon.com/howtodrink, and if you like the show and want to support it, become a regular, join the Patreon, it's right over there. All the barware I use, the tools I use, are provided by Barfly. Thank you, Barfly. If you are interested in acquiring some of your own, there's a link in the pinned comment below. Stuff's available on Amazon. Check them out. I am so smart. SMRT. I mean SMART. So smart. You do. I hope I didn't brain my damage. Oh, man. No! I hope you'll subscribe so that we can all be kings. Damn hell-ass kings together. It tastes like burning. It's all from the same episode. My entire brain is nothing but Simpsons quotes and 90s SNL references. That's all it is.